Top of the morning, positive vibes, productivity, self-accountability, and all that amazing stuff. So I wanted to classify this video strictly for the gentleman today. I see so much activity on social media talking about what women are not doing or the indifference between men and women. So I wanted to focus strictly on you gentlemen today. What are you doing to make yourself better? What are the qualifications that you are adding to yourself to make yourself better? Because uh, the topics are making some sense, but they're not making enough sense to me where you can require more from someone, but you still have the same low self esteem. You're still operating with a lot of insecurities in yourself. Um, Therefore, you see 80%, 70%, it's a crazy number of women opting out of marriages because they're married to men after they get the children from the men. They leave the men. And typically, these are the men that was not their first choice. So she's taking the children from you, she's taking the resources from you. Reason why? Because you're not confident. I always say that confidence pays bills. Knowing who you are as a person pays dividends. You can get money, you can make money, you can go to school, you can be educated, you can do so many amazing things with skills and knowledge and awareness and still operate in a very low self-esteem. Again, you can go to school, you can get your undergrad, your graduate, your master's, your PhD, you can get your law license, you can be a realtor, you can be a licensed certified electrician, master mechanic, master engineer. You can make high 8, 9 figures, you can make 100,000, you can make a lot of money and still have very low self-esteem because living doesn't require uh, levels of self-esteem. It requires levels of discipline to go to school. It requires a level of knowing that at the end of the day, I have to take care of myself. So if you are going into relationships and this woman sees all these flaws and insecurities in you, even though you might be a success on paper, but you're not successful within yourself. That's the reason why I always preach self accountability, being organically yourself. Because a lot of times we buy into other people's concept of who we are. Our own identity doesn't even belong to us. When you find what works for you, that's your happy place. That's your most confident place. That's your most masculine place. Living, taking care of yourself is a thing that we all have to do as adults. Living, providing, taking care of yourself is the thing that we all must do as adults. But a lot of times we are not living to our fullness. The fullness comes from within. The fullness comes from within. If you are not satisfied with yourself, find peace with yourself. Love yourself. Become the best version that you possibly can be. And the best version you can be is learning what your weaknesses are and fixing them. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys today, man. A lot of us are trying to emulate people on social media. There's not one person on social media that I want to be. Yes, there are a few content creators that I do admire their quality of content in reference to their honesty. But me wanting to emulate one of them, nah, because I only can represent myself. I only can give you myself. I only can present to you myself. So again, we're going to work on self-accountability, building self-confidence, doing the necessary. You cannot change who you are. You can't change your height. You can't change how you look. But there are things that you can do to increase yourself. Your grooming, your weight. I'm going to post a picture of me losing like 50 pounds. You can change your projection of yourself, and you have to earn it. When I lost that weight, it increased my confidence because it took me, it was a process of losing weight. And it makes you disciplined to maintain it. You can cheat it, you can go get this and that, but it's nothing like earning something. It makes you feel good, and it also, you know that what it takes to maintain it, you are not willing to surrender it. So again, family, we work, I think we are focused too much on the women aspect, but we're not focused on the reason why these women are leaving these men. Because a lot of these men are shells of themselves, even though they may be good men. But women respect confident men. Women respect men that are holding themselves to a higher standard. So don't allow yourself to be used, abused, and taken advantage of. Because if you're not that woman's first choice, you are always an option to her. That's why the divorce rate is so high. You never want to be in a relationship with someone where you are not that first option. Because you're constantly in a position where you have to prove yourself to someone that does not really like you. And you want to know how she doesn't like you? She'll do subtle things to disrespect you. Because the respect that a woman gives to you is the greatest love she gives to you. Let me say that again. The respect that a woman gives to you is the greatest love she gives to you. Sometimes she'll look at you and be irritated with you, like, man, and she'll snap. Or she'll say something that, like, where did that come from? Women are very moody, but they are very honest in their mood swings when they become that way. You are reading the signs correctly. That's the reason why so many women leave marriages or relationships. She teamed up with you for whatever reason, kids, future stability, because you do make good money. You are a good earner, and she wants half of it because you're not her first choice. And you haven't added more value to yourself, not so much financially, but in confidence. Confidence is critical. You have to be confident. You have to become as confident as possible. You need to walk around feeling good about yourself because it shows without you saying anything. Your confidence shines bright amongst a crowd. When you walk knowing who you are as a person, it shines bright, it radiates. So please work on yourself. Please learn to value yourself outside of your education, outside of your qualifications, outside of your earning ability. These are the reason why a lot of these marriages and relationships are not working, because you can earn and be great in certain areas, but you're broken in others. You have to work on yourself, and you need to become as confident as possible, because your confidence is directly connected to your masculine energy. Self-love, family. Stop focusing so much on the women and focus on yourself. Because if you do not, these same situations will continue. You will constantly be used, abused, and a sacrifice. Because the more confident you are, the things that you will see in dating will enlighten you on this person's motive. Because people give you indirect signs of how they see you. You need to be confident to be aware of them. But when you are not confident, you are not sure of yourself, You overlook things that are blatantly, there. You overlook them. She didn't mean that. Yes, she did. Oh, why is she smiling? She didn't mean that. Yes, she did. She's giving you signs of what's up the road. Become confident, fellas. Work on yourself. Self accountability. Love yourself. Treat yourself better. Much love, much respect. Peace.